Hey everybody, this is Threshold Training's workout day for Wednesday, July 15th. So, believe it or not, today's workout is a Guess Who workout. This person submitted 3 workouts, and luckily I got to choose one of them. So this is one of them that we're gonna do for today. Before we get there, we're gonna start out with some squatting, either in the format of overhead squat or front squat. We've been having you guys choose. See if you can stick with the same version of the squat that you've been doing for the past couple of weeks, so you can build upon that as we go. So in person, we are starting out with 4 sets of 3 squats, either overhead squat or front squat, with 60 to 90 seconds of rest in between. We are looking for this to be a build or a progression, so you're adding load for every set of 3 for 4 sets, resting longer as you get heavier. Then, once you achieve your last weight, something that should feel tough, but you can do all 3 reps, maybe 1 or 2 more. If we told you had to do 4 or 5 reps, you could do it. And we're gonna do 3 sets of 3 at that weight, so same weight across those last 4 sets, because you're gonna build through 4 sets, keep the last weight the same on set 4, 5, and 6, and 7. Okay. So when you get to that 3 sets of 3, we'll rest 90 seconds between sets. If you were at home, you were doing 7 sets of 6 cyclist squats plus 2 broad jumps. Okay, so we want those broad jumps. Ideally, if you have lots of room, you are trying to jump as far as you can and land under control twice. Hey, do that. Don't rebound the jumps and go from one right into another. Do one, reset, and then do the other. So, we also have a different option if you don't have room, and I'll show you that in a second. So for squats, maybe either the overhead squat or the front squat. For the front squat, what we'll be looking for is a nice high elbow position. So a couple things we need to recognize as we're making this position. One is we're pushing the bar, because it's in our hands, we're pushing the bar back towards our shoulders. So I want you to imagine your hand is like an arrow and it's going the direction this way. Okay, so you're pushing the bar up and back. What that'll do is help you maintain your elbow position as you go. Thing number 2 we want to think about is getting our hips underneath our shoulders as we squat. So yes, we want the hips to go back, but we also want them to go down underneath our shoulders. If we bring them back too far, what tends to happen is our torso leans forward and we're losing that nice upright position to get underneath the weight and support it. So as I go down in that squat, hips come underneath the shoulders. I'm thinking about sitting down. In that squat position, with my elbows up, I'm pushing back into the bar with my hands and coming back up to full extension. Overhead squat, similar, different things we're thinking about. We're pressing up and away from our body into that bar. From there, I'm descending down. Again, same thing. I would like my hips to get not behind my shoulders, underneath my shoulders. That might mean we need to push our knees out and forward over our toes. That's fine, as long as our heel doesn't pop up out off the ground. For our cyclist squats, okay, we are holding a dumbbell. In our rack position, we have a riser underneath both heels, and our feet are pretty narrow, if not all the way touching. And with that weight in our hands in front of our body, we are squatting down 6 times. Then we will do our broad jumps. So we're looking for a 2-footed hop, 2-footed land, stick the landing, reset, go the opposite direction. If you don't have space for that, and you have something that you can jump off, say like a box bench or a sturdy stool or chair, you can hop off, jump, land. It's kind of like a drop jump or rebounding jump. If that's not comfortable for you, then just practice hopping, landing, okay? Not squatting all the way down, but stopping short, stick to landing, reset. That's another option there. From here, after our squats, we are going into our guess who workout, which is intervals. Pretty straightforward. It's 5 intervals of a 500-meter row or a 400-meter run. We're doing 5 of them with a minute rest in between. Your goal is to keep a consistent time between all 5 sets, no more than a 1 to 3 second difference. So what we're looking for is not only your ability to pace, but your ability to ride the threshold, right, of your aerobic capacity so that you are going as fast as you can repeatedly without going over the line, at which point if you did, your time would start to suffer and all of a sudden you're seeing a 10-second positive split. Okay, so if I started at 145 for my 500-meter row, 145, 147, and then that 4th set, I'm at 155 and then 2 minutes, okay? I went out too hard. I should have backed off initially. I should have gone 148 instead of 145 so I could hold that 148, 149 through all 5 sets, then have 3 sets at 145 and the last 2 sets at 155 or 2 minutes per 500-meter row. Same thing for the run. So because we haven't done this in a while, it might pay off a little bit to be slightly conservative, and maybe if you feel comfortable for that 3rd, 4th, and 5th set, try a negative split by 1 to 3 seconds. Okay. So we will make sure to warm up for this, and that'll be posted online to make sure that your system and your heart rate is primed to go and handle this for this Wednesday. So that is today's workouts. Have an awesome day and have a great fun workout. Don't forget to comment and guess who made this up.